What is going on YouTube? Sith Bauer here, and finally, guys, finally, we have something to play again. We got the World War II Call of Duty beta just started for the PS4, and before I start, I've always been an Xbox One guy. Xbox 360, I've been an Xbox guy. And this year I'm like, you know what, I'm going to buy a PS4. Not because I want to switch over, but because there's a couple games that are only PS4 exclusive that I want to play, one of them being the show. And, you know, I would also want to get the beta first in order to make videos, because one of the hardest things about YouTubers is the fact that your pro YouTubers, your famous YouTubers, they're going to get all this stuff like way in advance. Like, there's been videos on World War II gameplay already. So it's like, I want to get a little bit more of a head start by getting the PS4. So I've been playing it, and I gotta tell you, I am struggling. I am struggling adapting to the PS4 controller. It's not necessarily the shape of it, but the sticks I feel like are a little looser than the Xbox One. So when I first started playing, my guy was just, it was like, oh, there's a guy, woof, we're like, oh, whoa, you know, and I had to mess around with the sensitivity, and I think a lot of it is just getting used to it. Now I'm starting to kind of get a hang of it. But anyway, guys, finally, you know, it's been like the worst month because I really wanted to put videos out, and I was just stuck between a rock and a hard place because there's really nothing to like show or talk about. It's like the dull point of video gaming is like August, and luckily we got the beta now, and then we got Destiny coming right along, and then everything will be back to normal. So anyway, so everyone has already made like their review on the game and stuff like that. And that's not what I'm going to do. I'm not going to tell you if the game's good or bad. I'm going to give you observations that I made and tell you if those observations were good and if those observations were bad. So number one, the biggest observation that I came across, like it took me 10 seconds. It took me 10 seconds to realize this. And that is, and I know it really doesn't mean a lot to a lot of people, but to me it does. And especially if it's that good that it stands out and it's very obvious. And that is the sound. I mean, I think some of the other Call of Duties have had really good sound. This game's sound is insane. I mean, you could hear when a player shoots at you and they miss and they hit a wall, that little spin that the bullet makes that creates that sound. Like, it's very realistic. Like, if you guys are familiar with the movie Saving Private Ryan, like right at the beginning, when they storm the beach at Normandy, that's what it sounds like. It's insane, the sound in this game. It's like by far, hands down, the best Call of Duty when it comes to sound. It's just instantly, within seconds, I was like, is this happening in my house right now? Like, I could hear rubble. I could hear I'm shooting, hitting a wall, and I hear the rubble fall. Like, it's crazy, the pinpoint, the ding of the M1, you know, the click of the grenade. It's so crazy, the sound of this game. I think they really focused a lot when it comes to sound, and I know you can make the arguments like, you know what, I'm okay with bang, bang, bang as long as the game is awesome, and etc., etc., etc. But again, I'm not telling you if the game's good or bad. Observations that I made as I was playing. The second one, and probably the most obvious aside from sound, is finally, guys, boots on the ground. We get Call of Duty, no more jetpack. However, the jump is vicious. I've been jump shot a lot. I forgot how dangerous that can be. I remember Call of Duty Ghost jump shot, that little hop as you shoot. Man, that thing was dangerous, especially if you do that to someone who's trying to drop shot you. It's a hell of a move, and there's definitely a lot of jumping going on. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that we've been playing a jetpack Call of Duty for the last 3 years. That, you know, that whatever paddle you use or whatever button jump is, man, like our fingers are just still wanting to hit that. I even caught myself jumping a couple times for no reason. I'm like, oh, I forgot I have no boost. Speaking of boots in the ground and jetpacking, something that I came across on the internet, on the Twitter, is the fact that there's a lot of people, well, not a lot, but there's been good amount that I keep saying that this game sucks. Now, it's Call of Duty, and as a true Call of Duty player, all Call of Duty players are gonna hate Call of Duty. It's why we play it. I mean, we hate Call of Duty so much that we buy it every year and we play it every year because this game sucks. However, there was something that I said a long time ago. I said years ago, and you could go back and you could go to the Advanced Warfare videos. When Advanced Warfare was out, and I made commentary on the game. I believe there was one right towards the end of Advanced Warfare that I made where I stated that eventually we're going to go back to boots to ground. And that as much as the big part of the community is going to enjoy that, there's going to be a other group, the group of people that only know jetpacking, that only started playing Call of Duty when Advanced Warfare came out, or when Black Ops 3 came out, or when even Infinite Warfare came out, and jetpacking is all they know. Now, the one thing about jetpacking, minus the boosting in the jetpack and all the obvious things that you do, the games do go a little quicker. You can't argue that. It's a more of a fast-paced game. Going back to boots to the ground, it slows things up a little bit. You got more camping, you got more head glitch. And that could frustrate someone that only knows jetpacking. And you can't just sit here and say, fuck them. That's immature. And really, come on. We're all adults here. Well, not all of us, but it's gonna be a learning curve for them. It will. Like, it was a learning curve for us when we went to jetpack. I think give it a month and everyone's going to forget about jetpack and boots on the ground is going to be normal and everything's going to be okay in the world. But as of right now, go on Twitter. There's a few haters out there saying that this game absolutely sucks. Now, again, it could be any Call of Duty and people are going to say that. I mean, people say that Modern Warfare Remastered sucks, but then COD 4 was amazing. I'm like, it's the same game, just what? Another observation that I made is how the weapons work. I believe that we've all could come to the understanding that submachine guns, even like an Infinite Warfare like the ERAD or the VMP and Black Ops 3, the Vector and Ghost, I skipped Advanced Warfare, the ASM, you could use that thing long range. You almost don't even need an assault rifle for those games because you could really just put some damage on someone long range. Especially the Vector and Ghost, the VMP and Black Ops 3, people still say it needs to be nerfed. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. I feel like in this game, so far, now again, it's all a learning curve, and I'm still getting used to the PlayStation controller, so my shot's ass right now. But it feels like you could feel that you have an SMG in your hand, and you could feel that you have an AR in your hand, because up close, it's like the AR is garbage. And in range, the SMG is garbage. I feel like my bullets don't even reach. They just go whoop, whoop, like it's more, I guess, balanced in the sense that you don't have an overpowered SMG that you could use it as a hybrid and just use it as an assault rifle. It's an SMG, and that's all it is. Up close and nasty, and you can't do anything long range. Where an assault rifle, it's clear that it's made for medium to long range, but then if up close, it's ass. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I could see people complaining about it, but then I also see people enjoying that because of how many times I've heard that the Vector was overpowered, the VMP was overpowered, just because you could put someone down across the map with it, So in my eyes, I kind of like that. But it's going to probably change the way I play because now I'm going to have to pick one where I could usually just stick to one. But again, it could be just that the game is new, that I'm still not used to the weapon, the fire rate, the recoil, and all that stuff. Could be a number of things. But that was a kind of an observation I noticed pretty quickly that kind of stuck out. And speaking of guns, the attachments are another thing where I feel like you could really tell if you have an attachment versus not having one. Specifically grip and quick draw. Quick draw in Black Ops 3 wasn't really like it helped, but it wasn't the end of the day if you didn't have it, unless you were a pro, obviously, because a millisecond is enough for someone to get put down. But just for pubs, like, quick draw wasn't the end of the world if you didn't have it equipped. Here, yes. Like, I feel like not having quick draw, it's so slow. And not having grip, it's just like, But once again, it could be just a brand new game. Gotta get used to the fire rate, gotta get used to the recoil and all that jazz. But those stuck out a little more than they have in the past. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. I am so excited, guys. I mean, at the end of the day, I'll give you a quick little general consensus of what I think about the game. I like it. I think it's fun. I've been enjoying myself. I haven't been enjoying the PlayStation controller, but I've been enjoying myself. And I'm really hoping that November gets here quick to actually play the full game, because I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. So guys, again, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please, like always, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully you got the beta. For you Xbox guys, you gotta wait a couple weeks, maybe? Anyways, have a wonderful week, and we'll see you soon.